So I think the focus of this channel going forward is self-improvement. I've been putting out a lot of videos and I don't think there's really a purpose behind what it is I'm doing here. So if I'm looking at the legacy that I want to leave behind, I think it's to do something that will portray my best self. So I've got a whole host of things on here, from children's book narrations to ASMR to thoughts of the day. But anyway, I really want to get into more of the self-improvement and just focus on that. And what does this mean, right? What does this mean? Because I'm not somebody who's in shape. I'm not somebody who's got it all figured out. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not actualized to the point where you could say, oh, wow, he's really at the top of his self-improvement game. No, that's not the case. So I think what I'll start with is maybe the things that I can improve on, the things that I can fix, that are in my control to fix. And I talk about those things, whatever struggles. I've done some videos in the past where it's sort of resonated with people. That raw type of discussion has resonated with people. So if I do more of that, get really raw, and then try to approach it from a positive, inspiring angle so that it's not, woe is me, it's, here are the things, here are the problems or opportunities to improve, and then, I don't know, we'll see if I actually succeed in improving. I don't really want to put too many end goals down or to promise that the world will be perfect by the end of this and everything will just be back to normal, or everything will be totally self-improved. There's no end date to this. I have some desires to improve in some areas, but I don't really want to promise anything until it's actually happened. So maybe in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, maybe I'll get into what's actually succeeded. And for now, we can talk about the things that definitely need improving. Because there's a lot of suffering in the world, right? This is what I'm seeing a lot of. People are suffering more than ever before and have their internal demons. So if I put those to the forefront, maybe people will resonate with that. And then, heck, if I figure out how to actually solve it, then I can share that down the road. So that's sort of what I'm thinking, and maybe that will be helpful. It's almost like a journaling approach of what we can do here. And we'll go from there. This is probably not going to be any more like the ASMR stuff or the children's book stuff. There's going to be more of a focus on self-improvement as the general thing, right? In a positive, inspiring way. And hopefully that will be the kind of legacy that makes a difference. And people tune in and they're like, that actually made a difference in my life. Knowing that I'm not the only one, or, hey, I'm actually trying to improve in that area too, and here are the different steps. So that's where I'm headed with this. As far as the frequency, I don't know. I'm not making any promises. I think I did a video like this before where I said I was going to focus on stuff, but I didn't focus. I ended up continuing to do a whole random slew of videos, and I never really took this seriously. So that could be a topic of discussion, is my complete lack of focus and ways that I'm trying to improve on that. Maybe. Anyway, if I just stick with self-improvement, I think that will make a difference. And it's a very broad topic, right? What does that mean, right? Self-improvement could be self-improvement in career, finances, relationships, family, you name it, right? There's a lot of subtopics related to that. So I don't want to get too specific. I think a general main topic is a good enough start, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll tell you what though. I need to improve my fitness. I need to improve my mental clarity so that I have focus going forward. I need to improve certainly the relationships aspect. Having a positive mindset would be an important thing to have more consistently. So there's a number of things. I think within each subtopic, there's stuff that I can improve on. It's never ending, right? There's a whole ton of things that I can try to improve on. And I think there's an overarching goal, right? It's an overarching goal of self-improvement, right? To just take each day and try to consistently improve in a few areas, right? For me, it's probably like diet and fitness. And those things alone could probably make a difference in the rest of the self-improvement areas. I do think that fitness is pretty important to really sharpen your mind, to just help you think more clearly. But probably the most important thing about thinking clearly is the diet, is having a very consistent diet where you're not making mistakes, right? You're not throwing wax into the gasoline tank, you know? You're sticking to a very clean approach there. And a clean diet is a difficult one. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'll try to have a little bit more preparation as far as the topics discussed. Maybe every couple days I'll try to do a video, and then we'll see what happens. And we'll go from there. Sometimes it'll just be me talking like this. I'm not sitting down because they say that sitting's not good for you, so why not just make the videos while you're standing and pacing back and forth? I mean, think about the people that do these like 3-hour videos. Imagine if they did 3-hour videos while they're standing and walking on a treadmill or something. I don't know. But I'm just trying stuff, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, we'll see what I come out with next. Maybe I'll do like a mindset video, and maybe I'll throw in some motivational stuff. Although if you look at me, I'm not a very motivational individual. I'm not like a rah type of individual. It's not my jam. I have no interest in trying to energize the crowd. I think it's important that I just try to speak clearly, try to improve my delivery of my speech, and then, if people don't like it or they're falling asleep, then I guess this is ASMR for them. So nothing wrong with that. But I'll maybe share some stories, root causes of problems, all that good stuff. And maybe I'm reaching for some of these topics, because if you do take a good look at me, I'm not totally out of shape. I'm just sort of like average shape, right? I'm not in amazing shape. So if I say something like, "Oh, I'm in terrible shape and I'm going to try to get to this level," well, it's just not really true. There's people that are in worse shape than I am. But it's a matter of self-perception, right? So everyone's at a certain path, right? They're at a certain step, 34 years old, and there's a number of things that I'm not happy with. My life isn't where I want it to be. So self-improvement, I figure, is a good way for me to maybe get to the level that would be admirable if I were to look back on my life. You see, if I continue to do ASMR videos or children's books and stuff like this, just like, sure, creative type endeavors, I don't know if I can look back and say, wow, I can't believe I did that. I'm sort of more weirded out by some of that stuff. And like, why did I even bother? Like, it's not good enough. So maybe there's more of a foundational piece I can focus on, and that would be focusing on self-improvement, diet, fitness. The mind is fascinating, so and that should be good enough. Somebody who's got a bit of a marketing background as well, I do find that psychology and behaviors, it's fascinating to me. I'm definitely interested in all of that. So I'll certainly maybe touch on some of that. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. Sort of the focus. We'll try to improve along the way, but that's where I'm sort of headed with all of this. Okay, till next time. Bye.